Hi all, this is Alan's son, and I want to share why I gave a GenZer $20. Now, I wanted to try something new, which was to give a GenZer $20 to see what they would buy if they had $20. And I gave them a few rules. There's three main rules I gave them. The first rule is that they have to spend it on themselves. Can't spend it on someone else, because I want to see what they would spend their money on for themselves. The second is the product, service, or experience that are three things that they could spend it on, but it can't be food, because food, I think, crosses all generations. Every generation eats, right? So lastly, I wanted them to record themselves on what they spent and why they spent that. This is one of my students, Lorinda, and how she spent her $20 that I gave her. So enjoy.
My name is Lorinda. I am a third-year business psychology major at UC San Diego. And with the $20 that Alan so generously gave me, I went to Barnes & Noble and I got myself some books. The first being Emma Jane Austen, a book that I've been recommended many times, but I've never had the time to read. So I made kind of a resolution to myself that I would start reading more. And start setting a time to read more, because it's something that I love and something that I never get to do. Whenever I do have the time, I'm just so tired and exhausted, and all I want to do is scroll just mindlessly through Instagram or TikTok or anything, any of the big popular ones. But I've made a resolution to myself that I would start setting aside more time for the things that I do love and that matter to me. So I'm very excited to get reading, especially as it's Christmas break and I actually do have the time. Thank you to Alan for being so generous as to help me kickstart this. So, thank you.
So that was great to hear from Lorinda and what she had to say about her book that she bought with the money I gave her. And one thing I noticed is that she said, I want to do something I love. And what's unique is that she could then compare it to scrolling around on Instagram or TikTok. And those aren't necessarily things that you love. They're kind of like looking at the fridge, deciding what to eat and wondering, okay, what should I consume today? And I noticed that for Gen Z, that I'm sure there are moments where they just get entertained by TikTok, Instagram, and Snap and everything else like that that's there. But there are things that they want to pursue and love, and that's not always digital, and that's not always on a screen. And so I think that's something I learned from Lorinda, just sharing, but also making space and time for how to manage time well. I think 18 to 25, that's always going to be a journey, is how can we manage our time well so that we can do the things we enjoy and love the most. So that's it. Thank you. Thanks y'all for watching.